So RBA player LeBron James is getting dragged like a wagon all throughout social media. LeBron James is getting dragged like a black ratchet chick hair being pulled during a fight. LeBron James is getting dragged like a queen that he is. Him and his clan, which is their favorite time of the year, which is the LBGTQ Pride Month. But LeBron James is getting spanked all over social media like a kid who got a call home from his teacher and told his mom that her child has been acting up. So the mama had to whip the skin off LeBron James. LeBron James got a Rodney King type of beating. Beat it like a cop. Rodney King, baby, yeah, beat it like a cop. But even the legendary Shaquille O'Neal voiced his opinion on social media and said that basically Kobe Bryant being ranked number 11 is pure criminal, diabolical. And they got the nerve to have Steph Curry ranked above the Black Mamba. But let's take a look at the Bleacher Report's list. But LeBron James is receiving tons of well-deserved backlash and criticism all throughout social media for a sports media platform such as Bleacher Report, who put out this bogus GOAT ranking that had LeBron James ranked number 2 all time behind the GOAT Michael Jordan. But let's give a quick rundown of the top 20 GOATs on this list. And since this list is completely diabolical, I won't even entertain the rest of this garbage list because it's merely comical to say the least. At number 1, they have, of course, rightfully so, Michael Jordan. Number 2 is what really caused an uproar. But number 2, they had LeBron James. Number 3, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Number 4, Magic Johnson. Number 5, Bill Russell. Number 6, Shaquille O'Neal. Number 7, Tim Duncan. Number 8, Larry Bird. 9, Wilt Chamberlain. 10, Steph Curry. At number 11, Kobe Bryant. Number 12, Hakeem Olajuwon. 13, Kevin Durant. 14, Oscar Robertson. 15, Jerry West. 16, Kevin Garnett. At 17, Nikola Jokic. 18, Dirk Nowitzki. At 19, David Robinson. And at 20, you had Julius Erving. Although the writers at Bleacher Report may be alive, they are dead wrong for writing this bogus list. And this is why the Bleacher Reports and other sports media platforms such as ESPN, the Fox Sports, they're all crumbling down and going out of business. You know, they are rapidly becoming extinct because they are all connected to the same web, which is the higher ups, the elites, I shall say. And they put out the same old tired narratives to dictate public opinion. And they could run with this list, so the average basketball fan could run with this list in the barbershop when they're having these basketball discussions. See, these platforms have major funding, with a lot of money being put behind these platforms. They could pay for major advertising, which pushes their brand in the forefront of the casuals and attract the casual basketball fans. And they could buy into this idea or this narrative that LeBron James should be in the GOAT discussion with MJ. But in no way has LeBron James done enough to be considered top 2 of all time with Michael Jordan. Not enough whatsoever. And if we been as honest gets, you can make the argument that majority of these players on this list that's under LeBron James deserves to be far ahead of LeBron James simply by this metric only. If you gave Kareem Abdul-Jabbar not just Magic Johnson in his prime, but if they formed a super team with Larry Bird in his prime, they would have won at least 3 or 4 RBA championships together. Now, if you would have gave Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal in his prime, or Tim Duncan in his prime, it wouldn't even be fair. They would have won 10 consecutive championships. But what's truly sad is that they are literally giving LeBron James credit for things that he ultimately failed at and came up short in, such as reaching the RBA finals as many times as he did, but has a losing record in the finals. They make it seem like before LeBron James joined the Miami Heat, he was advancing to back-to-back finals and reaching consecutive finals, but LeBron James only advanced to 1 finals in his first stint with the Cavs. Allen Iverson did the same thing. We don't see them putting Allen Iverson top 10. If you put Allen Iverson in his prime alongside Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, you don't think that AI would have won at least 2 RBA championships? Yes, he would have. Shaquille O'Neal has 4 championships just like LeBron James. And Shaquille O'Neal advanced to the finals in Orlando just like LeBron James did. So what makes LeBron James better than Shaquille O'Neal? Don't worry, I'll wait. And what's even more criminal to me is that Dwayne Wade being ranked at 23. How is Dwayne Wade ranked 23, and he's the one who carried the Heat to the NBA Finals and defeated the Dallas Mavericks without LeBron James. LeBron James joined the team and rode their coattail. LeBron James had to run a D-Wade in order to win championships. Like, this is the worst list of all time. And the reason they disqualify Kobe Bryant from the top 5 list is because they say Kobe got carried by Shaq. But they never mention LeBron James having a mega super team and D-Wade willingly taking a back seat for LeBron James. Shaquille O'Neal didn't willingly go to Kobe Bryant and say, hey, I'll take a back seat to you, Kobe. Dwayne Wade was literally averaging 30 points per game in 2008 and 09, and then averaging 26 points per game in 09 and 2010. So D-Wade could have easily carried the team without LeBron James. They could have easily inserted whoever other than LeBron James and still won championships without LeBron James easily. The fact that they have to continue to sell us this narrative that LeBron James is top 2 is more proof to me that it's all forced. They're forcing us to believe that LeBron James is the top 2 greatest. There are RBA players who have played with Kobe and LeBron James. They're literally telling you that Kobe Bryant was a better player, but the media tried their hardest to try to convince you otherwise. And when they make lists like this, then they lose all their credibility. And another thing, how is Steph Curry not above LeBron James? He accomplished just as much, if not more than LeBron James, and won just as many rings as LeBron James. Didn't Steph Curry win unanimous RBA MVP? No one in RBA history has ever done that before. But they like to push this excuse that Steph Curry and other players, they've always had better teams than LeBron James. But when LeBron James played with better teams than all of those players, he still underachieved. But I'll give y'all my top 10 list, and y'all let me know in the comments which y'all top 10 greatest players of all time. At number 1, I have Michael Jordan. At 2, I have Kobe Bryant. At 3, I have Wilt Chamberlain. 4, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 5, Bill Russell. 6, I have Magic Johnson. At number 7, I have Larry Bird. At number 8, Hakeem Olajuwon. At 9, I have Shaquille O'Neal. And at 10, I have Steph Curry. That's my personal top 10 greatest players of all time. Y'all tell me in the comments which y'all's.